Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Atlético de Madrid Football Manager Save. We are in the middle of the January transfer window, and we have not made some business yet, but we are loaning out our loan army at the moment. Um, might also see Murata go on loan to Galatasaray. I think you will accept that. In terms of transfer history, just to catch you guys up and make sure that you know what is going on. Um, Pablo Barrios, he left for Marseille. I have already told you guys this, but just to make sure that you remember it because it is a while ago I sold him. And also, um, Giovanni Simone. He left for Girona for pennies, basically. But yeah, he was not of any kind of use for us, so he was just sitting around being unhappy all the time. In terms of the league, since the last episode where we played Real Madrid and Levante, I have played a few amount of games, I think around 8 games. But we have won 1-0 against Real Sociedad, won our two Conference League games, and that has put us to finish fourth in the Conference League group stage. And we are now waiting for the draw for the quarterfinal, I guess, or the round of 16 years. Um, and as well in the league, we are winning very comfortably. 3-0 to 3-0 again, and a 2-0 win against Sevilla here last time out. Um, and that's basically 3 clean sheets in the league. And I'm pretty sure we are still the best defense in the league. Um, Today, we are starting out with a game against Otasuna, and this will be the team for today's game. Samuel Lino, he plays at the left back due to the fact that Patrick Dogo, he is sick. Actually, he's not injured. He is sick. Unfortunately, as he is our best choice at that left back. He also just won the Danish Male Talent of the Year. So I'm very happy with have signed him from Lecce in the first season of the save. Um, Hopefully, we can continue our good form to keep up with Real Madrid and Barcelona in the save. Real Madrid, they did drop 2 points. The draw a game against Celta Vigo away from home, meaning that we are 8 points behind Real Madrid. No, sorry, we are 9 points behind Real Madrid. As we score to make it 1-0 here against Otasuna quite nicely. We are moving forward again. Dugu, Xavi Simons, Mason Greenwood. Close to getting a goal there. Um, let's praise the boys, for a good start to the game here. Um, Gyökeres, I feel like he is missing a lot of chances. Actually, quite annoying. Has been scoring an okay amount of goals, so I'm not too unhappy with him. Um, I actually think that the other teams, or all of the other teams, are playing right now. That's why I have the league table up here. So we can follow along. If Real Madrid proceeds to, draw or lose their game, that would come in very handy for us. And if we keep talking about the transfer window, I am in the market looking for some transfers. Hopefully that I will be able to make. Um, but I actually feel my team is pretty strong. Um, I am looking for a backup left back, so I don't have to play Samuel Lino down there. He is not the best defender I have found out. Um, So I am looking for a backup left back to Patrick Dorgu, and also maybe a backup striker to Gyökeres, as Morata will probably leave the club. So yeah, that's pretty much what I am in the market for. So we will see if I can manage to bring in a left back and a backup striker for Gyökeres, because I definitely don't need a totally star player striker as we have Gyökeres. Um, so yeah. Also, I am always looking at talents, of course. I have some scouting uh, priorities set up in the scouting app in this game. So hopefully they will find somebody that I can find. That's annoying. To concede a goal, I really like to keep the clean sheets. Unfortunately, that is not going to happen in today's game. On Mattel here and see what we have. Matip. He is retiring, by the way, if I haven't told you. Well, Matip is playing his last season in football in general, not just Atletico Madrid, but in football. As we are actually not dominating this game as much as I thought. We're actually quite lucky to be in the lead here and to get a third goal to close the game. That's a penalty. For sure, that's a penalty. Um, should be a penalty. No, no penalty for us. And I think I will go defensively here with the last few minutes of this game. Um, hopefully that's enough to get 3 points and put the pressure back on to Barcelona and Real Madrid, who are, of course, in front of us in the league. Molina here to Zelensky, and Zelensky gets a goal. Zelensky have really turned out to be a really good free transfer signing I made in the second season, I guess. Really performing well, to be honest. Real Madrid have not played their game yet, so we will be waiting um, to see what kind of result they will get. Grealish is available for a goal bonus. But yeah, Real Madrid, who are they actually playing? See, playing Villarreal away from home, actually. That could be interesting. And they just lost to Villarreal in the Supercopa semi-final after extra time. Uh, actually not that good in the Champions League either. Kind of surprising. Yeah. Um, And we do play one more game for this episode, I think, and we will also wrap up the transfer window. So make sure to wait all the way to the end here. But I will be playing the game Racing Differential off camera, and then I will see you guys at the Alaves game. And hopefully I will have made some transfers by then. And we are ready for the game against Alaves. But before that, Real Madrid have drawn another game, so we can catch up with 2 points more with winning our game against Alaves, sitting in 17th place in the league. Um, they drawn to Redial, as I showed you guys. They was to where to play, um, but then they also managed to win 1-0 against Sociedad with a late goal by Jude Bellingham. Quite unlucky. Um, so it is looking like they are about to drop a little bit of point here and there. So hopefully we can catch up to them. Also, Barcelona has lost a game, so are we are having the chance of passing them in the league stage with a win here against Alaves. Um, Also, as promised, I have made some signings. I have transfer out. Find it, yeah. Morata, he left to Galatasaray on loan, and I will be looking to sell him permanently when he comes back from that loan. Um, I think that is all that have left so far. Yep. Um, we have brought in Wouter Goes, 21-year-old centre back from the Deutsch first division DC. Hopefully, he can manage to or become a good player for us when Jimenez, for example, uh, is declining in performances. Also, I bring in Victor Roque on loan from Barcelona as a backup striker for Bucharest this season. Um, I was not able to find a good backup striker that I could bring in on a permanent deal from um, instead of Morata. So I think why not sign this guy on loan from Barcelona? He is quite good and will be all right. But let's jump into our next game. This is not going to be your team, of course. I will pick next XC, and this is the one best XC. Obviously not in my opinion. To goes, he comes in on the bench, and Matip also like him on the bench. So this is our team. Hopefully, we can get 3 points and really push Barcelona and Real Madrid in the league. Um, but you never know. Sometimes we do slip up a bit. It has happened before, but we are on a very good win streak at the moment. I think we won 10 games in a row. So hopefully we can continue that and hopefully with another clean sheet. Um, as we begin our game, we can see that Alaves are controlling things here with a lot of possession and holding us from really getting any chances at the moment, actually. And they receive a penalty some weird way. And this is a phenomenon I have heard about before. When you face the after New Year's Eve season, you start to lose game. I heard about that before on various social medias, for manager forums and all that kind of stuff. As we are behind 2-0 to Alaves, I think I will remove well, counter attack actually. Hopefully that will work. I have no idea. Let's demand more from the team. So pointing to when Real Madrid and Barcelona finally loses some points, we of course cannot perform. Oh, close to getting a goal here from the corner kick. Zielinski, fortunately out. Um, Another goal from Alaves. Not offside. I'm 100%. Yeah, behind 3-0. What is going on in this game? Unlucky, or are Alaves just having the game of their life? I have no idea. It seems so weird in so many ways, actually. Let's more. More. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit silent here. I'm shocked at what is going on. Patrick Dogu is tired. To put in a lot of them say, hopefully, a little bit of change here and there can turn this around. I don't think it's the case, but it seems quite wild that Alaves is just destroying us. This is also having an awful game, so I think we are seeing a debut for Victor Rogue up there. Hopefully, display on the wings instead. And yeah, I think maybe run a defense We have some good dribblers in the team. Come on, Real, not Real Madrid, Atlético Madrid. Let's encourage the boys. Nothing is happening. What is going on? How can we possibly lose 3-0 to Alaves? Seems very odd. You guys seen anything unusual in my tactic, or what is going on in this game? So weird. Been like none any of my players are having like a day off, I guess, and that's why. Yeah, here in the later stage of the game, we are having chances, but that was awful, and I will throw the water ball. I expect to see everybody in training tomorrow. That was horrible, absolutely horrible. Um, I really don't like what I saw there. Um, so yeah, I think that is where I will leave today's episode. Unfortunately, we did not manage to catch up point-wise to Barcelona or Real Madrid. We're actually now 10 points behind Real Madrid and 1 point behind Barcelona. It could have been a lot better, but in comparison to the last season, should probably have been comparison to the last season. This is going well. That's what I wanted to say. In the next episode, I hope things will go better, and see you guys in the next one.